obvious. I want a hint of fire. A promise that could be. That I love him. But every time I
We will be watching. Whatever's grown over that Audra doesn't look natural.
Hold a moment. They tell me you're going to Emerald Stair. Business or pleasure? Well, just remember to cover your mouth, sneeze into your elbow, and slip lavender under your pillow. Fair warning, Envoy. Before you showed up, Inquisitor Ludwine barged past me. She was looking none too pleased. I didn't ask. The less I know, the better. Anyway, I thought you should know Ludwine's on the
So, Ludwine...
Given how...
Oh, one other thing. It's frightful stuff. The ground's been... I hope it's not another strangle... Anyway, I hope you can lend him a hand. You're cleared to pass, Envoy.
And Sam sad to be leaving Paradise. I had no idea how tense things were with the Adirans moving in. And now we have to worry about whether the man who killed you is going to try again.
Believe me, that's a relief. Besides, the Steel Garrote's all too eager to take up that mantle.
Steel Garrote? I figured they're just more intense Adiran soldiers.
They're certainly making their presence known. I'd say they're making any friends, though.
I don't like that Ludwine woman. She gives me the freakus.
Yeah, I've seen floggings gentler than the scolding she gave Hilgard. One's tacking when the other's jibing, if you catch my drift. Taking in the slack is one thing. They look ready to strangle each other with it.
Then it's a good thing we're getting out of the city.
Yeah. Much as Liviana misses our company, I wouldn't count on your mysterious friend reviving you a second time.
Are you listening to that friend when you go all blank-eyed from time to time? Does your special friend talk to you? I mean, I had an imaginary friend when I was little, but they never brought me back from the dead.
He means that with all due professional respect, of course.
How do you know this friend doesn't mean us any harm? Unless they have their own use for you. That's what's giving me the shakes.
We're headed to Fior Messi Verno to see if the Animancers know anything about the Dream Scourge, right? Maybe we'll learn something about your condition in the process.
Right. When it comes time to deal with Animancers, you two are on your own.
Most fun things are.
They could stand around and have scholarly debates about souls all they...
I haven't been back in a while, but it was founded about 50 years ago.
Town full of nobles, scholars...
They're an eccentric bunch. It turns out that academics are as ungovernable as...
They don't understand what they're messing with. They can't take...
They've held it at bay until recently. Their ingenuity or madness, but rumor has it some unnatural blight. We'll find out. There's something I bet. Tama. He... You won't regret it. Emerald Stairs lovely this time of...
Or what I...
Hey, they love me.
Right. Maybe buy them a drink before... I look forward to hearing what...
You and I have quite the adventure ahead of us, huh? That's the spirit. What about you?
I have, you know.
Come to think of it.
None that could help the two of you.
Exactly.
Now that you mention it, you're gonna need... I have 2 rules. No campfire songs.
I hear...
If we're done
Good to have you with...
Right. Go to bed.
Marius. Did you leave a cleaning manual in my pack?
Would you be a dear and help with this problem? Please.
Looks like she could use our help.
Don't get too comfortable. More are on the way.
And raw!
Fantastic. People. I was about to lose my wits.
A mind's question. The dust of the Akita in her hair. She knocks. We would answer.
You wouldn't happen to have a ladder on hand, would you? Barrett's balls. Just my luck. I really need that vase, and a ladder is required.
Pretty sure that saying is Barrett's bells. Pretty sure.
But perhaps we don't need one. You're tall, striking, and well-toned. Oh, of course. Well, I'm not surprised you don't know of the Godless. But they were here in the Living Lands long before anyone else, as far as I can tell. They lived on every corner of the lands. The big ones, with spires. A lot of their structures were embedded in the ground. I mean, as much as you can live in harmony with the land active. 30 years of research, and as far as... Well, what's important is that the vase is within my grasp, now that I've a tall, dark, and handsome stranger to help. There's a vase in this ruin that's too high for me to reach. Fetch it for me. The vase sits at... And once you...
You do meet the most interesting people.
Then get you. Watch yourself. On your right. Didn't stand a chance.
You told us that animancy would save our crops, and now look, spoiled on the vine. Zarip won't even touch them.
As if people weren't hungry enough.
What do you mean that's all you've got? Last week you said there'd be grain.
You know what I said.
You showed up at a bad time.
Ah, the Emperor's envoy. Inquisitor Ludwig said you might be heading this way. Captain Alfair of the Steel Garrote. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the Governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of... Good. Perhaps he will listen to... Still, I think the Governor is too stubborn to be persuaded even by the Emperor. When diplomacy fails, the Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Adiran interests. Barter for peace. We all have... Until...
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
Come on. My invention.
What's the meaning of this?
How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike? In that case, you're right on time.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion. Very well. I hope you remember that behind these walls, your influence has...
I'm sure he didn't come all this way just to challenge you. As you can see.
A card full of...
Ha! First came the dream. Then there's no time.
We definitely...
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul, and its san... Our government. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand. Unfortunately...
Once again, bureaucracy.
I'm just trying to stop Chiata from hurting. Are you going to tell him about your family's basement?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it.
Well... Really? Well, I wasn't...
Your response.
Everything. Under the circumstances...
Then neither do I.
Banished?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Chiata is an outcast.
Governor, this is unacceptable. Your father would have kept this community together at any cost.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Miverna. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west, by the workshop.
I'll find us another bedroom.
Ado! Welcome to my fine establishment, I mean.
As I had planned. I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giata, some manners if you...
Why start now?
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego. I can think of one.
You did?
I know. Curses. Without Fior Messiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone.
I wish I could take credit for Giata's stubbornness, but...
Thanks, old man. At least now, the Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long. Straight to business then. I can respect that. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem. Today, that changes. I need help from the animancers around town. I hope so. Monto, Elioros, and then there's each of them. We're about to make...
Guessing she's not much of a hunter.
I really don't think you can deny that everything wrong in Fiora.
Those are no ordinary farmhands.
A godlike. I'd offer to shake your hand, but I've been elbow deep in Beatrice all day. Sorry, I've been...
We can...
I'm trying... What am I supposed to... Reanimate? Now, would you be a... Giata cat. I have to ask. Is it true? Did Vid... He's a bigger... Very well. I'm up to my... They can't do... Anyway, I'm afraid the time has come to put down poor Silvo. Silvo is one of my... When I... Thank you for understanding. You can find Silvo in the barn. He's blocked the door somehow, but the window should be open. Just be gentle with him.
So, we're killing the Revenant, and she just couldn't come out and say that?
And this is why I don't take pets.
Everybody all right?
I saw you reach into Beatrice. Find anything interesting? Poor Silvo. He was a bright young revenant, but a very old man. Thank you for giving him peace. So, but the exot... And then, not to get too superstitious, toward what end? Only... Well, I'm happy. You and Gia...
Oh, and thank you for the nightmare fuel. I really have been sleeping entirely too well lately.
I'm remembering why people find this place unsettling.
The great mystery. I hate speculation.
Remy, look what I found. A genuine...
Do you think they can hear us?
Let... Remy, take a note. Fluent speech. We heard...
I suppose we owe her a favor.
Giata... Sir?
Let's begin. Next.
Who wouldn't? My turn. Wouldn't you say... So, you...
Oh! Very optimistic. I think that...
So, Giato, do you want...
The Dream Scourge is proof that an unprecedented...
How's that?
Giato will be... It's...
And like thus if she...
Ah, of course. The idea is a bit high-minded. So... An entity within a...
Right.
Just...
Now...
Hurry, before they change their minds.
Ugh, I might have
Wonder if she needs
dozed
to-
off there for a bit. Were any of those words the ones we needed? This place could use a broom or two. Maybe a team of carpenters.
They say he's still there, lying in the scaffold. It's a shame, a crying shame. A shame, yes, but not unexpected.
Yeah, I pretty much wrote that.
Careful! Or we'll get thrown out of the pub! We're already. And when did that happen? Can't say as I remember. You, my friend, need some water. You ever think, what if I wasn't original? Of course. Ado! me. Maybe a coward. Ado, welcome to my place.
Sounded machine. Oh, Gia, Ha! What I need. We can't make. I could. Oh, wait. An Ardragon's heart can hold an immense amount of essence. The growth you make. So, still. Do be careful. Emerald Stair is not itself these days.
Well, let's go. That Atragon's heart isn't gonna...
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment.
Oh, it's you.
Envoy. Come and get me. Show me what you left. Left flank.
Find you better armor. Uncle, look right. The trail goes through the ravine and into the blade.
We'll get him next time.
Right flank!
Enough of my kin have fallen this day. This ends now.
This is it for me.
Then raw. Eon Seek.
Nice shot!
Isok San.
Right with you.